In this week, we discuss the Malaysian perspective on Korean media. All of this in this week's episode of Cincai Bro Show. Hi, I'm Kevin, and once again joined by Adam. And today, we have a special guest that we arranged it for last week, and then and she's supposed to appear today, and then she postponed like an hour on, an hour on. Like she's a really busy person, so we understand. She's really out there. Yeah, yeah. So welcome. She's Aldina. Hi. How are you doing?
Hi
Oh, you
guys.
have to cater to Dina all the time. Jeez.
Baru sekali, walau.
Okay. Yeah. So Dina, like, how have you been? How have you been? Like, how's life in general right now?
Oh, yeah. It's very tiring. And like, I want to go out. I want to look at hot guys, but I can't.
You have the internet.
So that's not. Oh,
You have
oh. But life is always better. That's why people pay for concerts. Okay.
True. You know what? Speaking about concerts, and then like K-pop, K-dramas. Like, okay, so like we mentioned like earlier, the topic about how I feel like Korean media has a. I think you can all agree on this. Korean media is very big in Malaysia. It's a very big thing.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
huge.
like, what are you guys' like first exposure to like like the Korean media? Because for me, I remember it was K-pop, like the Wonder Girls era. Wonder Girls when it
Mm.
first came in, that was like everyone was really onto that. I remember that. What about you guys?
Dina, you want to go first, or or should I go?
You can go first. I want to hear what your first exposure is.
Okay. I remember I used to like when I was 10 years old. I used to watch this K-drama show with my grandma every like Saturday or Sunday at like 8 p.m. I up until today I have no idea what that show is called. I have no idea what the name of the show is. But it's set in like it's set in like I don't know 10th century Korea or something with there's all those kingdom. It's all about the royal people with their politics and all. So yeah, it was that kind of K drama show. And ever since then, yeah, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say I'm really into Korean media. Yeah, K-pop was never my thing. Also, yeah, I mean, okay, but that was the beginning of like, the Korean media for me. Hmm.
Okay.
How about you,
Hmm.
Dina?
I mean, for me, because I have like older sisters and stuff, and I remember like Japanese media was like a huge thing before this, like in the early 2000s, and because of that, also like Korean media also like cocok masuk into Malaysia lah. And I remember my first exposure was like Boys Over Flowers.
Ah.
Like at first, like the Japanese version was super popular, and then the Korean version came out, and then like that also exploded in Malaysia. So that's like one of my first exposure to K-pop, K-drama, and K-pop is like DBSK and stuff. It's like very very old lah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I thought like I feel like the Korean wave like kind of like died for a bit, and then it came back up like
Yeah.
recently. Yeah.
For those who don't know, like me, when did that Korean wave like die? Do you know what year?
I feel like late 90s and like early 2000s, like 2004, 2005, like that, it was like prominent because the J-pop area also was there. And then like it just like kind of like faded away with like, and then like American TV shows started like becoming more and more like prominent in Malaysia because of Astro and stuff. And then like early, I think 2010s, like there, then it started like coming back up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember like all these bands like BTS and Blackpink and all they all suddenly like just like pulled up out of nowhere. I can't remember the name of the boy band that also K-pop boy band that also like that was also coming up in that era. You know
The
what it's
Sorry
called?
Sorry band, right? I forgot that name too.
Just
Super Junior.
Super Junior.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, like all like that blew up from primary school to like high school also.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then now
I,
there's
I
like all
forgot
sorts
about
of
that.
other stuff coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like the all the I think you're right, you know, like the American TV shows, I think it kind of paved the way for like K-dramas to become big also, right? It and K-dramas is it's such a big thing. If you hop onto like Netflix per se, top 10 shows every day, there's always a few like K-dramas for sure.
Oh yeah.
All the
Yeah,
time.
at least like three of them.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Even
I
even
feel
my
like
mom and they're
oh
keeping
sorry.
up, with it. Yeah, my mom and my sister they're all keeping up with it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Except
I
me.
feel like 'cause right now it's getting more diverse though. Like before this, it was like, oh, love story, I love you, like all the rich people, and then like falling in love with a poor girl, and then there's like two guys falling in love with one girl. But then now it's like getting more interesting because they're like including like horror and
Mhm.
thriller inside their Korean drama mix. So it's like interesting how they're like exploring different kind of genres
Mhm.
now as opposed to dulu, you know.
Yeah, I always
And
the wait, you can go first, Adam.
I'm just interested like so like what are those K drama genres that you think are like very prominent right now?
I think like thriller, they really like inspector kind of like things like
All those crime thrillers.
suspense. Yeah, crime thrillers. Thank you. Yeah, crime thrillers. They really like those sort of things now.
Mhm.
And like hantu.
Alright.
They like horror, like, sort of like put in like how or like hantu sini sana, and they're like, oh okay.
All around the world, there's something horror. There's always something horror. So yeah, that I think horror.
Yeah, of course. But I don't know. Like usually it's like in films, like horror is a huge thing, you know. But then like in TV shows, usually they don't really explore horror that much.
Yeah, I think the horror TV
Like,
shows are
especially
getting
like
bigger right now.
yeah, exactly. Like in Asian media, I don't know. I've never really seen a lot of horror punya like dramas and stuff. But in American TV shows, got like you know like zombies, ke, vampires, ke. But like Asian shows, not that much until recently lah. In my opinion, lah, I do.
Like recently, I heard this Kingdom is about like it's about like it's like zombies coming into like the Korean kingdom.
Oh yeah,
I'm
the
like,
like
oh,
late
that's
era.
pretty ambitious stuff, but like yeah, I'm interested to see. But you know, like for now, I'm just like happy to not be in that phase yet. If not, like my 15-year-old self is just sleeping.
Come Adam, come Adam, come.
You're scared once you go
Get
inside,
into it.
you just deep dive into everything K-drama.
Oh hell yeah! Oh my god.
Yeah, I want to circle
Yeah,
back
a
to
lot of people are getting into it, you know.
yeah, especially during this time, like everyone's just getting this.
Oh.
Everyone's getting into like K-drama. I think
better to
like
do-
one of the biggest shows is still like I think frequently the thrown about is like Crash Landing on You.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I still have not watched that yet.
Hey, Adam, do you know what's Crash Landing on You?
Yeah, my mom has been telling me about it for the past few weeks. Yeah.
I love your mom, Adam.
Yeah, I really like I think even my sister also like when my siblings come to like what shows do you guys watch? I'm like, oh my this show as well. Kingdom, yeah, Money Heist, yeah, Crashing on You, yeah, and I'm just like Game of Thrones, guys. Yeah, I'm in the whole TV scene. I'm completely lost, really.
Oh yeah, like you like film all the way.
No, I want to get TV shows, but it's it's a very big commitment.
True.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, costume is just like 1 hour, 2 hours, and you're like, I'm done. Oh, that's it. I'm good. Moving on. You know, but TV series is like 24 hours. Okay, I guess I won't sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, K-dramas are usually I'm not sure about this, but K-dramas usually last like they are not only usually like season long, right? Then it's like one season, it's one and done.
Yeah, it's very rare that they have like a second season or any.
Mm.
I heard Kingdom they're gonna make a second season.
It's out already, the second season. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one follows like the Netflix model. Netflix is like they probably pointed a gun at the executives. It's like, we want
Circus is
more.
now.
This is good.
Lagi satu, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like I actually kinda like that. It's like one and done. It's like one season. It tells the story from start to end. It's like you don't expect anything more. Yeah,
Yeah.
and one
Like
episode, one
American
episode
TV.
can
Oh,
be
sorry.
sorry. Wait, one episode can be like pretty long, right? It's like sometimes I think I saw the length for Crash Landing on You. It was like 1 hour plus, and then the finale was I think it was like hour 40. It's pretty,
Oh.
yeah, it's crazy.
Whoa.
It's
That's a
crazy.
full movie length, man.
Yeah, I guess it's like you get to fully sit down and like watch it. It's like a long sit through. I mean, it's long. It won't be long if it's enjoyable, you know.
This is why I watch
That's true.
movies, guys.
Wait, Dina, you were saying something about American TV shows or something like that.
All right. No, I mean like American TV shows. I realize like especially the sitcoms, right? They like to like overstay their welcome. Sorry, yeah, and they just like stretch it out as much as they can, throughout like 10 years or something. And like sometimes like it's like you can see the rise and the downfall of it lah. As I kind of like Korean dramas because they're like, oh, we have one season, even if it's good, we're just gonna make one season and that's it, you know. But American TV shows, they just want to like rake out the money, so it's like sometimes it's like it gets a bit stale.
Yeah, I agree. I think like me and you, Dina, we watched The Office. It's like we know The Office is like they didn't do well after like Steve Carell left.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I guess it's like in some ways I think because it's Hollywood, I don't know, I don't work there, so but this is my guess. My guess is like they want to have, because people work on the shows, so they keep the shows going because the people, they want to keep the jobs for them. Yeah, it might be that, I'm not sure. Yeah, but Korean shows is like they know it's like start to end and they move on. I think that their stars are quite popular, so like I think the fans, they follow the stars and whatever shows they keep on coming up on, right?
Also,
Yeah.
like I like American TV shows because they kind of have like character arcs like, in Korean drama, like the characters like it's a bit too dimensional, like in my opinion, because they don't have like a lot of time to like explore the characters, and they don't really have like like in American TV shows that they have so much time for like the characters like to build up and like fall down, and like it changed throughout the years, but then like Korean dramas is just like that time. They focus on one moment of life, so like you don't really get to see like a whole character arc going on.
Yeah. So it's like the character arcs are not like you don't get to dwell with the characters a bit longer. So that's why.
Yeah.
But
I mean, is it?
I guess this is because like less is more, so like you give like the important stuff about the character, and then like you're like, oh, I want more, I think that's what really gets people into it, rather than just like giving a boring exposition.
That's true. I like also like American TV shows because you get attached to the characters.
Yeah.
Right, like macam like Korean dramas, like usually like people talk about like, oh, how hot the actor is or like how pretty the girl is, like I don't really hear about people talking about the characters, it's like, oh lah, that character so cute in that one scene.
Actually,
I never hear them like, oh, the character's like so mature, like during the whole thing, like they really like become like someone else, or like they make mistakes, couple, like it's usually much a situational, like in Korean dramas, it's like they don't really make mistakes themselves and like figure themselves out. They're more like macam like they were pushed into a situation, so they have to solve it amongst themselves, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't really.
Yeah, this is an interesting observation. It's because what is it? Because Marvel movies have also had that criticism of just hiring good-looking people and like not. And just appealing to like, oh my god, that guy is so good looking and all, but yet you're still attached to the characters. There has been this type of critique before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But I think
Oh.
the Marvel situation is a mix of both. They hire. I mean, like there'll be people who remember the characters and people who remember the actors and actresses. Because I think I've like kind of like experienced that, because I remember when Far From Home was coming out. I remember when Far From Home was coming out. I was watching another movie. I was queuing up to buy popcorn, and there were two girls behind me. It's like I can't, they were saying, it's like, oh, I can't wait to watch this. It's like Tom Holland is in this. It's like, yeah, he's so cute. He's so this that. Maybe like this doesn't apply like exclusively to the Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess it's like marketing lah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
people use their names to like spread the word more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's also like people like Tom Holland and most of the Marvel actors. They don't get a lot. They don't get as much credit as they are supposed to, because like all the films they've been in already, and now people just see them as like, oh, that's T'Challa from Black Panther. Oh, that's Spider-Man. So I think
Right.
it's also another expense of being in a blockbuster movie and then transitioning into normal TV shows or whatever not. So yeah. Also, same thing with
Yeah, because people associate them already, right, with their
Yeah,
characters.
yeah, really.
Mm.
So it's a good and bad thing, I have to say. Hmm.
But then there are like success stories also, much like John Krasinski. Like, he was very famous to play as what's his name in the office?
Jim.
Jim. Like people see him as Jim like, a lot of the time, but then he still like managed to break out from that role and become like a famous director and
Yeah.
like a character in a movie. So like.
He made one movie. He made one movie. Chill, guys. Chill. Chill.
It's good.
Yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
good
like,
movie.
I guess. I mean, like, it's just like an example, like, like some people also, like, they might be, like, associated with a certain character, but at the same time, like, they can grow from that also, like, that could be their starting point, and then, like, they can jump, and, like, they can choose to, like, break out from that character, or, like, they can choose to be, like, to just follow along, lah, with that sort of character.
I think John Krasinski has a he has a good career. He made like a YouTube show, right? Some Good News.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
I heard it's getting bought.
yeah, he sold it to I think to NBC, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like he struck gold, so now he's just like,
That's true.
yeah.
I mean, he got the mullahs, but then
Yeah.
like the content,
But
it was
he
so
can't-
honest.
Yeah, he can't do that forever. That's the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do be like
And then yeah, and then like talking about people transitioning from their from their TV series to like film or whatever. Who do you think are like one of the better actors or actresses that have transitioned well from different mediums, or like from different shows to like movies? Which actor do you think has done that the best?
I
I
think
mean,
there's a lot.
I don't know.
I mean, from the top of my head, you can say Steve Carell.
Oh yeah. He did that well.
Yeah, Steve
He
Carell.
really did that well.
Pretty
I think
true,
I think
pretty
even
true, yeah.
Idris Elba. Idris Elba came from The Wire, I think.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he came from The Wire. I didn't any TV. Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is like the biggest one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, but like he's just known for Guardians of the Galaxy and
Jurassic World.
Park.
Jurassic Park. Yeah, Jurassic
Like,
World.
he has gotten a lot of like that star rank, but I don't know, like someone who's like a complete chameleon when it comes to transitioning.
It's actually hard to think because usually TV stars they kind of stick to TV.
We
Yeah, like and usually they do get roles in movies. Like I think one that I can name I think is Bryan Cranston. Like Malcolm in the Middle, Breaking Bad. He had some roles in movies. I think he was even nominated once. Nominated once for an Oscar. But
Oh,
yeah, he's a good actor, but he doesn't get recognized in the movies. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's why. I'm just like everyone was talking about Godzilla at the time, and then they were like, "Oh my God, Bryan Cranston," and I'm just like, "Who?" And I didn't watch Breaking Bad, and I still haven't watched Breaking Bad.
I'm in the middle watching Breaking Bad right now. It's
Yeah,
good.
I'm sorry. Still haven't.
I watched like the season 1 and then like because I watched it a long time ago, so they were still like making it, and then I was like, I'm gonna wait until the whole thing is finished, and now it's finished for like a few years already, and I'm like, should I?
There's even a movie. You know?
Oh yeah,
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, they made a movie also. Quite crazy.
There's a movie. There's a spin-off also.
Mhm.
Yeah,
What's
spin-off
that?
spin-off series. Called
Crazy.
Better Call Saul. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Wow.
Doing very.
It's so big.
Yeah, the creator is doing very well.
That's good. I mean, like, pops it down.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. Coming back to Korean media. Did you guys know Ping Pong is Korean?
Ping pong's Korean.
Ping Pong, yeah, the baby shark one.
Oh, ping pong. I thought ping pong.
Not Ping Pong. Why would I know that? What a random ass fact.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like Korean
Ping
media,
pong.
but Ping Pong, guy.
Okay, going back to the question.
Yes,
What
ping
was the
pong.
question?
Ping pong is. Yeah, I know ping pong is Korean. Yeah.
I didn't know until like recently, and I was like, oh, really?
It's so big. They have their own. They sell ice cream here.
It's crazy.
I
It's
ate
so
it. I ate
big.
it. I bought it once and I ate it.
Is it yummy?
It's like a. It's like a strawberry thing. It's like the you eat,
Oh,
you eat the
'cause it's pink.
fox. That yeah. No, I don't know. No, I ate the dinosaur. There was a dinosaur.
Oh,
I think
okay,
Adam
okay.
was there. I don't know if Adam was there. I ate it. I bought it for the memes.
Yeah, I clearly do not remember it.
Yeah, you
at
blocked it
all.
out from your memory. It's like this Kevin. He bought the ping pong ice cream again. Jeez.
I really do not remember. I really don't remember.
Yeah, ping pong's big.
Eat.
Ping pong's so big they have their own ice cream. Can you imagine?
I mean, like, it's so weird to that, like, macam a children's song became huge
Mhm.
at one point. But now was it 2017 or something? It's crazy.
Yeah. They
And I
have
was like,
tours.
huh. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
was
came to
like,
Malaysia.
wow.
I remember
Oh my god.
for kids
How
song.
did
Yeah.
a kids song just becomes like so huge to the point that it like influenced like that percentage of time? I can't remember that moment of time. I don't know. It was so huge and like it was everywhere, and I'm like, wow. Like I don't know. I've never heard like a kid song being blown up. You know.
We can thank the internet for that, I guess. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
we wouldn't have gotten like Gangnam Style, or yeah, Gangnam Style is Korean. That was Korean too. Oh,
There it is.
But that was
That's what reminding me.
2012. Yeah, Gangnam Style. Wow.
That's like 8 years ago.
Have you tried doing
Because
the dance?
2020.
Has anyone? Have you tried doing the dance?
The
Oh,
Gangnam Style. I was in a flash mob actually for Gangnam Style.
You did one?
I was in a flash mob.
Nice. It's pretty neat. Add that to your CV.
Oh hell! I do the Gangnam Style flash mob. Please hire me. Thanks.
Yeah, your employer will be like, impressive.
Adam is like judging me so bad. I see
Judging
you,
you.
Adam.
You're so
Come at
hard right
me.
now. I'm really people of you so badly right now.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit
You
of like.
invited me to the show and you're like judging me. I'm telling you my life story right now, and this sucks.
Oh yeah, speaking of life stories, Dina, you actually stayed in Korea for a bit, right?
Nope.
All right, end of story then.
Yeah. I was in Korea for 2 years.
How does it feel to stay in Korea for 2 years?
I guess because I've always been a big fan of like Korean culture and stuff. and it was really nice to like stay there and like experience it firsthand.
Mhm.
I really wanted to like work in like Korean media and stuff because I really thought like the Korean dramas and the Korean movies are like super advanced compared to like Malaysia, at least. Um, yeah, I mean, I just really wanted to work there at one point, but I'm back here, so I'm really happy here. Don't get me wrong, but it's interesting like experiencing things firsthand. Like you see it in TV shows and stuff a lot, and you're like, oh, I want to experience that. And when you actually are going through it, you're like, whoa, like deja vu. I feel like I've been through this, but you haven't. I'm pretty sure like you guys would understand that if you guys go to Hollywood or something.
Mm. Maybe.
Yeah.
So exciting. Jokes. Yeah. I'll see first lah.
Yeah, who
Mm.
knows? Who knows that in 5 years, me and Adam will be working in Korea. Haha.
Yeah. Adam doesn't look so happy about that.
Adam is like, oh.
Korea.
Adam just looks so like, it's like, oh no.
He looks so done.
It's like, don't drag me into this. If you're gonna go to Korea, Kevin, do it by yourself.
I think it's Korea.
But the
I
Cincai lah,
think
bro.
it's Korea. You know what scares me the most is the language barrier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm just like, oh no, I don't think we want that. Really.
I feel like I kind of get it because like macam Korean punya industry, like the premise of the stories all like sometimes it's a little shallow lah, you know. So I saw this one Korean drama about like called like Gangnam Beauty or something.
Gangnam Blues,
And it's
is
like
it?
beauty.
Oh.
It's like about plastic surgery and stuff, and it's kind of sad because they're like kind of encouraging like, oh, this one way of like looking. This is the only way you can look beautiful and stuff.
Mm.
So like the message that they give is a bit shallow, like or like macam, oh, you need like a strong man to like save you, you know, like a rich man to like get you out of this like sad life that you have. And it's like macam the messages that they're giving is a bit sad and like a bit shallow compared to like macam maybe like Hollywood right now. Hollywood is like getting more and more like open and like more like macam experimental, like you know, with like their LGBT like sort of
Mhm.
Are you-
film and stuff.
Disney is doing terrible with their
Oh man, don't get me started.
They are terrible. They really just show 1 second, like 2 seconds of backstory, like oh yeah, like recently in Onward, it was just a 3-second backstory of like oh yeah, like of this female cop saying like oh yeah, me and my girlfriend we have a baby, and that was like about the extent of LGBT representation in Hollywood. So yeah,
That's so sad. That's really sad.
Like
So
this.
like sayang lah, you know.
Mm. Mhm.
Right, because you have like this a lot of people watching, and you know a lot of people are watching, but you still might don't really explore this sort of topics, and then like make sure to like spread the word or like message to say like, oh, it's okay if you're like that you have a preference towards this like man or woman, you know. Or like it's
I
okay
mean-
if you look like this, you know, instead of like, oh, you have to look like this to be pretty, or you have to be this rich to be happy, you know. That's what I see in like Korean media, like, you know. Like sometimes also when I was watching when I was young, I was like, oh, I wish some rich man would whisk me away and take me to his big ass mansion, and his mother would resent me, but he loves me. You know? But as I grow up, I kind of
pretty much good.
That's one way to say it. Yeah.
yeah, as I grow up, I realized that myself, you know, I don't need a man or someone to save me. You know, I can save myself, and I
Yeah.
can be, you know, like I can be who I want to be. You know, or like rich couple like by myself. You know,
Yeah.
I don't need someone to like take me away from this life. I can do it myself.
Yeah, if you're following like K-drama rules, if some rich guy comes to take you away, there's gonna be the stepmom that's gonna be like, oh no, you cannot. This relationship.
Always a stepmom.
It's always the
And there's always
stepmom.
gonna be a second guy, like your whole life nobody likes you. Suddenly this one rich guy likes you, another guy suddenly suka you, and you're just like,
Huh.
oh.
Why is my life so hard? I have to choose two boys, two handsome boys.
Oh gosh, what do I do?
Wait, I think Dina, I told you about the clip about the kimchi slap. Do you remember that one?
I love that. That was beautiful.
Wait, Adam,
I
do you
know
know?
more of that.
As some of you know, I'm very lost in like Korean culture, and also like that's why I'm very quiet. In this
Oh
show.
no, it's fine.
Oh.
Do you want to know about the
I
kimchi
know.
slap?
understand in some way.
Do you want to know about the
We will
kimchi slap,
guide
Adam?
you.
I kind of don't want to know, but kind of want to know.
All right,
at the
I'm
same
gonna tell it anyways. So it's like this. It's just a short clip that I found on YouTube, and it's just this guy and this, I think it's the stepmom, I'm guessing, or the mom. They were arguing. Then she gets so offended, she pulls up the kimchi from the container and just like, plah, just like slaps. It's like one whole strip of kimchi.
A
and just,
whole cabbage.
yeah, a whole cabbage, and just slaps the dude. And then it's like he just stands there like so dramatic. It's like, oh no, it's like he just feels so embarrassed, And then they actually use real kimchi, like, because like you can see the kimchi like splatter across the set. Yeah, that's something.
Oh, it was so beautiful.
I look
I
forward
love it.
to discovering more about this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, please go for it, man.
Oh no. Can't. I really want to wait for this because I really don't want to know.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like okay, like with Korean media also, like K-pop also, macam the people that they put on screen all are like super skinny and like they have like a certain face and stuff. I don't know. I never seen like a curvy group. Maybe once I did, but then like after that the company asked them to lose weight. So much like that kind of defeated the purpose of like spreading like positive message and stuff.
It's fine.
But I also kind of respect that like BTS, like they kind of what were they? They were like spreading a message to like love yourself and stuff. Like they actually went to a council couple. I can't remember.
They spoke at the UN, right? Yeah. remember
UN, yeah, thank you. Yeah, they spoke at the UN, and then their message was like, "Oh, love yourself." And I think that was like very good. Like, macam like they actually are using their popularity and their power to spread good messages, instead of like this like, oh, you have to look pretty and stuff sort of message. And I don't know, I kind of respect that, like, cause they're actually going against the traditional Korean media.
And it comes a lot because they're arguably, they would not only the biggest boy band in Korea, they're probably the biggest in the world right now, right? It's a
Yeah.
lot. It's
Yeah.
they're huge.
Pretty much.
What's it called? Is it the BTS army? The army, right? They call themselves.
Yeah, the
that.
army. Yeah,
Yeah,
army. So they're huge.
they're really huge, and I think they have they're so huge they have a reputation of their own.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know one thing we haven't touched yet is like Korean movies.
Mm.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about
Yeah,
movies.
there was just this year.
Oh,
A Korean movie
movies.
was the first Asian movie, right, to win the best movie, best picture.
First
Yeah.
foreign movie.
First foreign. Yeah, first foreign. Yeah.
Oh,
First
nice.
foreign. Yeah.
And that's like really revolutionary, and I'm so proud, man. Like,
Mhm.
oh, Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah.
Then next year, next year they'll be like, all right, we're gonna give it to some, they're gonna give it to like some, I don't know, some American patriotic movie next year. The Oscars, they are that. They really are that sometimes.
No,
So,
aren't they
It's
going to give it
very
to
rich, I
Sonic?
feel like. Sorry? Whoa! You did not.
I mean,
No, Kevin.
Wait, no, Bad Boys for Life. That's the biggest movie this year, right? They have the highest box office gross.
In terms of money, yeah.
Yeah, the best picture nom right there.
Mhm. Mm. Yeah.
I'm
But,
disappointed.
Thank you.
I definitely did love Parasite from last year. So yeah.
Oh yeah, man. The first time I saw it, I was like mind blown.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
such
I
a
really like Korean movies, so I just need subtitles.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, everyone just needs subtitles, really.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you just watch movies with subtitles, it will open a whole new world, man. Hey, like it's so crazy. Like there's so
I
many
can,
different movies that you can explore. You know, once you like kind of get over the subtitle reading kind of thing.
I've been watching subtitles my whole life, so I never found an issue with subtitles, really.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I
It's,
really
I mean,
don't
like
have an issue.
it's fun. I mean, yeah. I mean, Malaysian movies also like when you watch in the Pawagam, the movie theater. It's like subtitles with the Malay and the Chinese subtitles, so it's like normal, you know. But in Korea, they don't have subtitles. And for Korean movies, there's no
Yeah,
subtitles
zero.
at all.
Ooh.
So I was when I first went to the Korean like cinema, I was like shocked. Lah. I was like, I've never seen a movie without subtitles in my whole entire life. It's like culture shock, you know. It's like even if you go to the cinema here, you will see subtitles in like Chinese or something, you know. But then like it's like if it's Korean movie, there's no subtitles at all, and I was like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
Is it?
I get that it's like in their own language lah, you know. But it's just like for me, that's like wow, oh my gosh. And my American friend also said like, memang in US also like in when they what do you call it? So like English movies, they don't have subtitles, and I'm like, this is not normal for me.
I think this is pretty much the norm for I guess for like most of the countries, I guess. For like US, like they don't put their subs on their. I cannot speak. I don't know. I haven't been to the cinema like overseas. But one thing I know, like I think like some European countries, they actually dub like foreign movies.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
they do dub their movies.
Yeah.
So I think like my brother, I think he was in a European country. I think he watched Avengers in a different language, and it was dubbed.
That's an experience.
Yeah,
I
that's
want
an
to do
experience.
that.
I
Oh
mean,
my god.
I mean, different countries like what countries? What at least like when I went to Paris, there was the original version, which is English version for because I watched the favorite at Paris. So there was either the French dub version or the original version. So you also might want to like take a look on that because you know some people they prefer the French dub, some people they prefer the original version, but
Mm,
with French subtitles. Yeah,
I guess I
and
get it because
obviously,
dulu also anime also they kind of dub it to English, right?
Mm.
I
Mhm.
remember like watching in Animax, you can choose to like listen to it in Japanese or like in English.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like even like we have Basa dubbed anime also like Doraemon, Kieran Shinchan, Naruto. Naruto was pretty good. Yeah, that's spot on. This is spot on Doraemon impression.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Maybe you should go into the booth inside. Oh wait, no, there's probably no new Doraemon episodes. I was about to suggest is like why not to go audition for for Doraemon?
Upin Ipin, here I come.
oh no,
Agent Ali, Agent
Agent
Ali.
Ali, yes.
Bukan lah. What the?
okay, enough about dubbing. I don't want to hear about dubbing anymore. Dubbing is wrong.
Yeah, I
But
feel like it's so weird.
Actually, I want to ask like, do the Koreans dub their movies, or they just like
I
put
think
Korean subs?
anime movies, yes.
Oh, okay.
But normal movies, they do not.
okay, you know, I think what I say. You know, dubbing is fine because you know not everyone can read very well, but you know they can listen. But yeah, so I guess it works some ways. But like if you are privileged enough really to can that you're able to read subtitles, English or whatever language that you're in, I think it's fine really. But yeah,
Yeah. And because the filmmakers work so hard to make sure the sound is just, and then you just like it over with other people speaking. It's like, oh, kesian lah.
So Avengers is like saya cintai kamu.
They did that for High School Musical.
Oh, they did.
Remember? They did it in BM.
Did they sing it in BM? Oh, they probably did, right?
Yeah, like Troy, janganlah. And I'm like, huh? That's not Vanessa Hudgens' voice.
I mean, Aladdin was dubbed in BM. Remember when I was so hyped about the BM versions
Oh
of
my god.
the Aladdin songs?
no.
Like the live version?
Yeah, the live action one. They dubbed it in BM. The songs. Arabian
Gonna
Nights is
cry.
Malam Arabia. Wait. What's the biggest song in Aladdin again? Is I
The
Can Shoot-
genie song is it Whole New World? Whole New World.
Whole New World is Dunia Baru. Prince Ali is Shah Ali. I remember that. Yeah.
Shah Ali.
Shah Ali. And
I mean, they're not
and,
wrong.
and what's I think I probably told you too is that it's very eerie that the singers that they bring in, they sound like their American counterparts, and it's so
Oh.
weird. It's really weird.
No,
Oh,
usually what countries do is that there's dub actors for a specific actor.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh, really?
like people get hired that way. Like there's probably like a dub, like a Spanish dub for Will Smith, because if you have that movie star status, then studios would do that.
Hey.
Disney
really
has that
depends.
power.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Like all
sorry.
all their animations and everything. I think they all have like different countries. Like if you go look up like one soundtrack for
Uh-huh.
certain Disney movie, it's always like different languages all the time.
It's so cool though. That's I don't know. I find it so cool. Like I remember I saw this one Frozen compilation of like they're all singing in different languages.
Oh yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
celebrating each other's culture, I guess.
We have our own version too for Frozen, for Let It Go.
Frozen is what?
Bebaskan, yeah, remember
Oh,
that.
Bebaskan. But if you translate Frozen into Malay, then it becomes beku lah.
Buku
Am I
dua.
wrong? Buku dua. Adam's like judging us so much, huh? He's
Yeah, wait,
like, wow.
Alright, he's gone.
Oh, well,
Whoa.
goodbye, Adam.
I'm back. Haha.
Dang it. I thought I could be the long-haired one in this episode.
What did you say about me? Are you saying something about my hair?
I didn't say anything about your hair. Okay. I was saying I want to replace Adam as the long hair folk in this one, okay? Ish.
Convince me to shave bald, then I'll do it. I'm just kidding.
Is this how you talk to older people?
How old are you, Dina? I mean,
And oh, saya warga emas.
wow.
Okay, no. Not that old lah. Not yet. Hopefully one day.
Okay, I think that's all the time that we have for this episode. Actually, yeah, we've been going for quite a bit actually. So anyone, Dina, Adam, any closing remarks before we end the show?
I like food.
Bong Joon-ho is great. I'm gonna watch Old Boy very soon to get into Korean movies.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're getting to Park Chan-wook very soon. So yeah.
Very good. Yeah. He's
I'm
a
gonna watch Train to Busan also.
peculiar character.
You haven't
Yeah.
seen Train to Busan? I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen Train to Busan. And funny thing about Train to Busan, its sequel or
Peninsula, right?
or like I don't know, the movie set in the Train to Busan world is selected for Cannes this year.
Ooh,
the
serious?
Peninsula.
Yeah,
is?
released.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, Peninsula. So yeah, I was like, okay. So I think that's the only reason why I'm convinced to watch Train to Busan now.
Hey, you can watch Seoul Station when you're done with Train to Busan.
As a
yeah.
Seoul Station?
There's a no.
Or is that
There's
a
a animated
parody?
prequel to Train to Busan called Seoul Station. It didn't do well. It
Ooh.
didn't do well.
Is
But
it
I,
good?
Huh.
I know a guy who went to the movie. It was like even it was discounted for like 10 ringgit, and he said that was the worst 10 ringgit I've spent in my life. That's what he said. I didn't see the movie.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
That is so sad. Kesian gila.
yeah. And he was like he liked Train to Busan, so like, oh well. Okay,
Mhm.
Oh,
so
okay.
right. So we're gonna wrap up the show. Thanks again to Dina for coming on the show. We understand you're really
Thank you,
busy, so we really appreciate you coming on here.
I'm so sorry I keep delaying, guys.
It's okay.
I swear,
Don't
I
worry
want to
about
be
it.
on the show. Please invite me next time. I swear I'll make.
You sure? You sure?
Yeah,
You
yes.
sure?
Pinky promise.
All right. Okay. So, I was Kevin, and it was Adam,
Adam.
and this was Dina too, our special guest for this episode.
Thank you, Tina.
We hope you take care,
Thank you,
and
guys.
we'll see you next week. Goodbye. Is Adam going to say goodbye?
Bro, that was like